but I think we're all very aware that we're very privileged to be on land that isn't actually our own, and so it's a good time to think of people that are alive and that have died, but for whom this wasn't their land, and that was the Wurundjeri people. So it's very important to remember them and feel their presence at times too. This is a concept that's been quite a long time in the making, and I was thinking today, this whole time and space thing of what we've been doing the last few years, and I was trying to remember how this concert came about, and I started thinking instead about being in Mexico and meeting with the Asian composers there who were encouraging me to form an organisation to join and be part of our neighbouring Asian Pacific countries, which I thought was just a fantastic idea, and I got together with Joe and Howard and a few others, and we're still going all these years later. And but now when I look at that, I think there I was with these Asian people, and we're in a town at night, 2 hours from Mexico City, and we were up on a pyramid that apparently is bigger than the pyramids of Giza, but it goes under the ground. It's flat topped. There's a Spanish church on top, and it's very dry air, and a piece starts in this church with church bells, and then in the 30 churches in this town, the bells begin to play, and these beautiful old Spanish bells, huge, are doing a tune with one another, and the people in the town got up out of their beds, grabbed their kids, they grabbed blankets, and they came up the stairs of this pyramid into this church, and all around us was this decay of church bells. And if there was any better introduction to the music of Southeast Asia, it was this concert, this piece in Mexico City. And since we've been involved with the Asian Composers League, we have learnt what rich, incredibly rich traditions these are. If you're from a Western culture, you tend to go, we're it. We did thirds, we cracked the harmony thing, so people could sing in parts, so all these instruments could play together. We cracked the code, you can't belong to the past, you can't prove what you did. But more and more I've become entranced with this idea of sound, where music involves the decay of bells, the decay of sound amongst all other plans in music that people put together when they write music. So we commissioned 2 works tonight for this concert that really, I suppose they're a sign of respect to the Asian composers we've been working with, and especially to Raymond Santos in his 80s, who encouraged us to join. These people from the south of this continent, miles from Southeast Asia. I used to write these funding applications, and I'd say, we're doing this with our neighbouring Asian Pacific countries. And I was so busy I didn't stop to think about that. And only recently did I look and go, the Pacific is almost half the world. I mean, they're our neighbours, but they're a long, long way away. But we have tried to work with our neighbours of the Asia Pacific. And Raymond Santos from the Philippines, whose piece you'll hear tonight, is from a country that has thousands of islands, hundreds of music traditions, many drum and gong traditions, so decay and unpitched drum sounds at the centre of Filipino sound. Likewise, the Thai music we'll hear in Jazz Prenamanda, which is different, but we have to remember in Thailand they were never taken over by Western culture. They have a thread of continuity in their music that's almost unknown in Southeast Asia through this fact. So I guess I'd like to just welcome everybody. I can't tell you how happy we are to have this group of musicians here. It's been such a long time. We appreciate their what they can do. They're kind of like phenomenons, and you'll realise that they're the most beautiful people, wonderful human beings, and we've all become such good friends over all the years, and they've always backed our interest in somehow trying to not be just in Melbourne, but actually looking out to these our Asian Pacific neighbours. They have backed us 100%. I can't believe what they've done. So I might let the concert start. It's quite long. Thank you.